Okay, hello everyone. Uh, I am here to make a video of another Course in Miracles lesson. So, uh, it's not easy actually to do this work. I'm gonna be honest with you, but yeah, I'm doing my best. Still doing these lessons, and yeah, so I'm gonna have a short review of the previous lesson that says that I do not perceive my own best interests. So, and in this lesson we were reading the instruction, yeah. So how you actually change your thoughts, yeah. So for example, you just visualize yourself having all the outcomes you would like to have, yeah, and at the same time it brings the uh, the knowledge that you actually do not perceive your own best interests. So you think you do, you think you know what you want to have, but actually you do not know. And the practice work was for yesterday in the situation involving, for example, this murder or this shooting, this whatever situation, yeah. I would like something to happen, yeah, and something else to happen, or your private situation, yeah. So like in the situation involving some person, yeah. So I would like to do something, yeah. I would like them to do something for me, for example, yeah. So you just imagine the outcome you would like to have, and after doing that you just add something like, I do not perceive my own best interests in this situation. It's like, it looks like you bring your interests, how you would like to have the situation working out for you, and after that you just probably submit, yeah, that okay, so yeah, I would like to have this outcome for me, but I do not perceive my own best interest. It means that God knows better, yeah. All right. Today I'm about to read the next lesson, lesson 25. Actually, it's already pretty late for the work, but I'm still gonna do that. All right. So the lesson number 25 says that I do not know what anything is for. Yeah, I do not know what anything is for. You do not know what, for example, the situation happened to you is for. Yeah, you do not know. Purpose is meaning. Today's idea explains why nothing you see means anything. Yeah, today's idea explains why nothing you see means anything. You do not know what it is for. Therefore, it is meaningless to you. Everything is for your own best interests. Can you imagine? Even the terrible thing that you think that this thing is terrible, right? You label this thing to be terrible. You label this thing to be bad to you, happen to you, right? But they say in here like everything is for your own best interests. Right. That is what it is for. That is its purpose. That is what it means. It is in recognizing this that your goals become unified. It is in recognizing this that what you see is given meaning. You perceive the world and everything in it as meaningful in terms of ego goals. These goals have nothing to do with your own best interests, because the ego is not you. You are not the ego. Okay, this false identification makes you incapable of understanding what anything is for. As a result, you are bound to misuse it. When you believe this, you will try to withdraw the goals you have assigned to the world, instead of attempting to reinforce them. Another way of describing the goals you now perceive is to say that they are all concerned with personal interests. We all have our personal interests, right? Since you have no personal interests, I just said that we all have personal interests, and they're saying since you have no personal interest, because you are no ego, right? Your goals are really concerned with nothing. Alright, in cherishing them, therefore, you have no goals at all. You think you have goals, but you have no goals at all. It's not me who is saying this, it's this lesson, yeah? And thus you do not know what anything is for. Before you can make any sense out of the exercises for today, one more thought is necessary. At the most superficial levels, you do recognize purpose. Yet, purpose cannot be understood at these levels. For example, you do understand that a telephone is for the purpose of talking to someone who is not physically in your immediate vicinity. Alright. What you do not understand is what you want to reach him for. And it is this that makes your contact with him meaningful or not. It is crucial to your learning to be willing to give up the goals you have established for everything. You know, the world is given a lot of some kind of pressure, yeah, especially on women. They call them goals, yeah. They put pressure on men as well, on both genders, and it seems like all the goals, worldly goals we have, yeah, they mean nothing, yeah. So it is crucial to you learning to be willing to give up the goals. Do you want to give up your goals? Do you feel like giving up your goals? You have established for everything. The recognition that they are meaningless rather than good or bad is the only way to accomplish this. So, our goals are meaningless. They are not good, they are not bad. Neither of them. They are just meaningless. Alright, the idea for today is a step in this direction. 6 practice periods, each of 2 minutes duration, are required. Each practice period should begin with a slow repetition of the idea for today, followed by looking about you and letting your glance rest on wherever happens to catch your eye. Near or far, important or unimportant, human or non-human. With your eyes resting on each subject you so select, say for example, I do not know what this chair is for. I do not know what this pencil is for. I do not know what this phone is for. Yeah, I do not know what this hand is for. I do not know what this situation is for. Yeah. Say this quite slowly without shifting your eyes from the subject until you have completed the statement about it. Then move on to the next subject and apply to this idea as before. I do not know what this subject or situation or person in my life, for example, is for. Yeah, at least it's true. Yeah, at least it's true that we do not know what everything is for. We do not know. We think we do, yeah, but actually we do not know what everything is for. Can you say for sure, for 100%, that you know why all the situations that seems to happen to you are for? Can you tell me about that? Can you say that you know the reason why all this happened to you? Yeah, I guess the answer is obvious, right? So, the work for today is I do not know what everything is for. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye bye.